How do F1 teams adapt to last-minute car setup changes? Imagine you're in a race and suddenly the weather shifts or the track feels different. How do the teams keep their cars competitive when everything changes at the last second? Well, in Formula One, adapting to last-minute car setup changes is all about quick thinking, clear communication, and teamwork. During qualifying and practice sessions, teams spend hours testing different setups to find the best balance for pole position. They gather data from hundreds of sensors on the car that tell them how it handles, how tire pressures are holding up, and how the brakes are performing. Engineers analyze this data in real time to see what tweaks might improve lap times. When unexpected conditions pop up, like rain or a sudden track surface change, teams need to act fast. First, they decide which adjustments will give the biggest boost with the least risk. For example, they might change the front wing angle to add more downforce or adjust suspension settings to improve tire contact. Once they know what to change, engineers relay precise instructions to mechanics and the driver. The mechanics then perform the physical adjustments in the garage or right in the pit lane, often within just a few minutes before the next run. These adjustments can include changing the aerodynamic elements, ride height, or brake bias. The driver then has to adapt quickly to the new setup, sometimes with only a few laps to test it out. During qualifying, this is especially important because a small change can make a big difference in lap time and grid position. Teams also prepare multiple setup options ahead of time, so they can switch quickly depending on conditions. For example, they might have a high downforce package ready if the track is very twisty or a lower downforce setup for straight-line speed. They also pay close attention to tire temperature management, making sure the tires heat up evenly and stay within optimal ranges. If a driver reports understeer or oversteer, engineers might tweak the front or rear wing or suspension stiffness to fix that. The ability to implement these last-minute changes effectively can be the difference between starting at the front or further back. It takes a mix of technical skill, fast mechanical work, and driver adaptability to get the most out of the car when conditions change suddenly. This constant process of fine-tuning and quick reaction is what keeps teams competitive and helps drivers chase that elusive pole position.